Hello, good evening, everyone. Yeah, this is John David. Yet another technical video. Everything I'll be sharing here today is going to be based on two trades that happened yesterday and today. Remember, everything that you've seen on this channel is strictly based on what I've learned over the years from my mentor, Stacey Buck. Great, then let's go into it. I'm going to be looking at um, I'll be looking at mm, SP 500, and then I'll be looking at DAX, a trade I did take today on DAX. So let's look at this. A trade that happened yesterday and a trade that I took today. Let me show us the reason why. Now, this happened to be Wednesday. This happened to be Thursday yesterday. So now look at it. Price is on a strong bearish move coming into Thursday. But what happened is this. The lows are being mitigated, but the highs are being protected. So all we have here, we have breakout, price close and breakout. Remember, price always do three things: breakout and continue, breakout and fail, or stays within the trading range. So what we have is price broke out, this breakout, pull back, and continue in the direction of the breakout. That is one thing markets do. The next thing again is price broke out again from this level and failed. But one thing we have as an information is this breakout didn't fail. This failed, but it didn't trigger the high. Still giving us information that sellers are still heavy in the market. Sellers are still heavy in the market because the lows are being taken out, but the highs are being protected. So now let's go into it. So what happened was, just a minute. So what happened was, price broke out, came back. But if you look at it, where is the last low before the breakout was here? So I'm extending this to the future. And see what happened here. Price broke out, came back, but the breakout did not fail. Then eyes are still being protected. So what we have pump back into our section. But before this section, we have price giving us lower lows on the inside. Lower lows. Is it? Price giving us lower lows from the inside. And after this low, what happened? Price pumped to the high. This is lower low. This is lower low. Lower low. Price pump back to the high. And then down back to the low. This is a 3-day setup. Breakout, breakout failed, pump back to the level. Or you could call this day one, which is Wednesday, Thursday, day two. And this happened. Parabolic short. Great trade. If you are taking this, price did not come back to you. Look at the equity market open. That is what time? 9:30. I love taking my trade around that time after the equity market open for the US index. So now let's go to it. Let's look at the lower time frame to see what we can get an entry. So you see price actually came back and gave us, let me go to 1 minute, but I want to see 1 minute. How did that happen in 1 minute? Let's make this happen. Great then. So what happened? Price pumped back to the high of the breakout point that we saw from the higher time frame. You would have loved to take your price up here. For me, I would want to take my price, my entry from after the equity market is open. And when the equity market opened, price came to this level and went up and then came back down and went back up in three pushes, three candles. Or let me do this, lower low. One push, two push, one, two, three. Pin engulfment for quick trade from this level to the low of day. Remember, the lows is not holding, so I'm targeting the low. So this is your trade. Great. Now let's go back and let's see the one I took today, which is DAX 40 in New York section, rather London section. Let's see the reasons why I took it. We have price closed in breakout. What day is this? Tuesday. Showing us that sellers are still in the market. Same behavior with the past trade. But how the price closed? Price closed and then left a gap. Look at the gap. This level have not been triggered. Unlike this, price completed its move. But here, price had not yet mitigated the low. And what do I have? I have a box. This from this level. Look at what happened here. This is lower low. Price triggered the low yet again. Another information, another clue to give us a confirmation that price will most likely again take out the low. The low was taken here, the low was taken here. Remember, and price came back down and coiled, giving us lower low, then pumped back to the high for time around 3 equity market open at London. So once that happened, I went straight to 1 minute time frame just to see the behavior of price. And I saw price running away. Once I see this kind of momentum, I already have my information. And what happened was creepers up, according to my mentor Stacy, creep up, came back up and coiled around this time. I had pin engulfment around where the eye of the box I drew. That is where I entered. I took the trade from here down to this place, down to the level at which I said price had not yet mitigated with this space. According to my mentor, there is dead giveaway. That price is most definitely going to come back to that level. You could see just a minute. So you see, we had a 3 days setup. It completed today. We have day one, which was the pump. Day two, coil, dump, but didn't complete it. Then it came back and gave us pump again and dump. Easy trade. Rinse and repeat. This can happen anytime. Any instrument. So get out of the noise, straight setup. Straight setup. This is yet again another very short, like I said, technical video. Learn to trade setup. Learn to trade setup on this setup on a regular basis. And you see that trading will not have to be a difficult choice. It's something that you can do whilst having fun. You should think that way. According to Stacy Bog, will always say, make trading a pursuit of pleasure. But you've seen this. Keep on building on this. Thanks for the time. Once again, stay out of the noise. Trade setup that is powerful enough to build your trading business fast. Great then. May the market go with you. Do have a blessed day. Happy weekend. Bye for now.